Play in the Field is where sound art meets the village fete. We wanted to create a fun, interactive event that welcomed the whole family and brought 3 fields to life across southwest rural England. We've commissioned 3 artists to create new works that play and animate with local fields, ranging from established sound artists who've created work for Kew Gardens and Edinburgh Festival to young emerging talent.
We wanted to recreate a fantastic family day, and this just seemed to offer so much more than just the school fete. We've got children interacting with something that they've never seen before. We've got parents very happy. It's just different, and that's what we want, you know, to keep people on their toes.
It's been really good today. The kids love it. The kids seem to always like my pieces to the point of destruction sometimes. But no, they're really enjoying it. And again, sort of older people get into the sort of the sound field that you're in, because you're in an environment where the sound's coming from all directions and no one quite knows how it's working.
Very hypnotic. You could stand here for ages and I think just nod off to sleep. The sound's just circling around you, stand in the middle. It's a fantastic experience.
I'm still not quite sure what it's all about, but nevertheless it seems to have brought a lot of smiles to people's faces, so that's good in itself.
And I'm especially pleased that my one is one of the ones over in the far corner of the playing field.
Well, I've built and designed The Paths We Tread, which is an interactive installation. It's basically a giant hopscotch board with telephones coming up alongside. I asked members of the community to submit poems about the countryside and rural life to sort of initiate a dialogue between the community and the environment that they live in.
I think The Paths We Tread, absolutely fantastic. The fact that you can walk through, hear people from the village, it's really brought the community together.
Everybody joins in their own way, but it's only really things like Beeford Arts that bring them all together, because we have all the different groups, the choir and the church and the school and the Berry in Bloom. But on this day, all of them come together as one big happy family, and I think that really makes a special village event.
I have a trio of aeolian harps, so those are wind-powered harps that make sound by variations and currents of the wind. The kinetic nature of the pinwheels is eye-catching and people want to come explore them and see what they're about.
It just sounded so different and something really new and unusual for Cornwall, and a really different opportunity that I could get the school involved in and the community involved in. So I think it was just the fact that it was something quite unique and special.
It's a great event that brings all of the college to life.
It's quite strange because you just walk out and see these poles.
Do you think your friends would like this sort of thing?
Yes.
It's really, really clever and really good. A lot of fun just to walk around and see, and you don't even have to, get that involved. You can hear things and just stand near them, and kind of it makes you think about how they're all made and stuff.
It's very good fun actually. So
especially that
it's nice to get outdoors and just listen to music and that.
And I'd love to do more projects like this, and I'd love to work now with the students who've been directly involved in this and just see how they've reacted to it and develop that side of it more, definitely.
Well, we think it's a good thing to have, but pity about the rain.